Hello, Power Up Nation. Pat Council here, and let's talk about 3 ways positive thinking transforms your life. When it comes to setting your goals for the coming year, it is very important that you stay positive. First of all, you take a look at where you are so far, whether you achieved the goals that you set for this year or not. It is still important that you put your attention on the positive. Positive thinking allows you to grow and go to the next level. It allows you to have next level thinking, which means you can expand your mindset. So, this is the importance of positive thinking. But I want to share 3 ways that positive thinking can actually transform your life. Now, before we get into those three different strategies that you can use, one of the things I want to remind you of is that if you're going to excel, it's very important that you pay attention to the people that are in your space. It's important to surround yourself with positivity. The company you keep, well, that can significantly influence your mindset. And we hear a lot about mindset today, but mindset is extremely important. And this is great because it's like we're all learning so much more about who we are, what we're capable of doing, and how to take control of all of these amazing gifts that God gave us. He gave us the ability to expand our mindset, the ability to think about something and manifest that something, of course, by doing the work and connecting with the right people. But in order for you to stay the course when it comes to not just achieving goals, but setting goals, either now for the coming year or projecting your goals out even further, it is important that you understand the power of positive thinking. Norman Vincent Peale, that comes to mind. I read this book years ago, and this is before I truly understood about anything about positive thinking. And I found his book. Someone had introduced me to the book Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. And then there was another book I got introduced to, The Richest Man in Babylon. And so I thought, wow, these books are amazing. And so I started looking for more books. And I found the book, The Power of Positive Thinking by Norman Vincent Peale. As a matter of fact, I still have my original copy. And one of the things that Norman Vincent Peale wrote in that book is change your thoughts and you change your world. Now, that's extremely important for you to remember. So, no matter where you are as it relates to your goal achievement at this point in the year, it doesn't matter. What matters is where you're going. And what matters is that you do stay the course and that you remind yourself of how capable you are. And as I said, that you surround yourself with positivity. Um, the people that you surround yourself with. You want to surround yourself with positive, supportive people to enhance your emotional well being and encourage a more optimistic outlook. You know, it's easy for people to find something to complain about, to whine about, and to talk about all the things that aren't good. All of the things that aren't happening, all of the things that are wrong with our world that we live in today. But you know what? Be a lot of wrong things going on, but there's also a lot of right things going on. So it's important that you really give your positive mindset a workout. Another way you can do that is you engage in activities that excite you, that bring you joy, that fulfill you. And that's going to contribute to not only maintaining that positive mindset, but also growing your mindset, expanding that mindset. So, with that being said, now you understand why it is important for you to think positive. Let's talk a little bit more about how positive thinking really transforms your life. So now here's the thing. If you're at a point this at this point in the year, if you are at a point where you are not achieving all of the goals that you set, or you haven't done it so far, and it might look like you're not going to finish, first of all, I want to encourage you to stay the course and don't quit until the buzzer sounds. You know, like in basketball, Yeah, I don't know that much about basketball, but I do know that when that final buzzer sounds, the game is over. So you guys want to keep going until the last second and do your very best. But here's the thing. If you haven't achieved your goals and you say, you know what, I'm going to work a little bit harder, but I may not achieve the goals that I set. And I want to be prepared for the new year. So I'm going to go ahead and set some goals for the new year. I want to encourage you not to shrink backwards. Okay. One of the things that positive thinking allows you to do and how it transforms your life is it allows you to build up resilience. And it reminds you that, listen, adversity might come up, or this might have been a year full of different types of adversities. However, it is important that you reframe what happened to you. You reframe these adversities and put some attention on the positive in the situations. And you know what? That's going to make you more resilient. Why? Because it helps you adapt. And it helps you adapt because now, instead of you focusing on everything that went wrong, you are now focusing on solutions rather than problems. And that's what makes everything better for your life. So here's the good part about it, is that it allows you to become more resilient because you look at this adversarial challenge that you went through and you go, wow, this was not a good thing. But then when you reframe it, you start to look at the opportunities that exist on the other side of that adversity. You start to look at some things as though, okay, here's some things that I need to learn. And now I'll know what to do differently. I'll know what to do better. I can promise you that some of the most successful people in the world will tell you that, listen, and the reason I reached the level that I've reached is because all of the adversities that popped up into my life, I reframed them and I got back in the game. I adapted and I started becoming more solution oriented. I started focusing on the solution. I didn't keep the problem alive by constantly looking at it, constantly talking about it. And this is something that I had to learn over time, that, hey, wait a minute, in order to go to that next level, uh, you have to keep looking at the next level. Okay. Because when the adversities pop up, it's going to make you think that you can't go to the next level. It's going to make you think that perhaps this goal isn't for me, or this outcome isn't for me, or this best life idea is not for me. But when you start to look at the other side and reframe it, and you start to become more adaptable to the situation by focusing on solutions, your mindset, it expands, it grows. Your creativity is out front. All of a sudden your imagination kicks in and you start to see how you can continue on, how you can overcome these obstacles that you have been faced with, that the adversity brought into your life. The beautiful part about overcoming these obstacles is it does reinforce your confidence. That's number two. So, number one is that positive thinking can actually transform your life by helping you build up resilience. So, number two is it can also reinforce your confidence. And so, what happens is when you start to reinforce your confidence because you reframed and you focused on solutions as opposed to problems, this helps you attract the best outcome. And so when you start to look at the best outcome, that strengthens your mindset and it empowers you to take bold action. And you say, you know what? I might be a little bit behind, but I'm going to take some bold action and I'm going to leap forward by leaps and bounds. I'm going to move forward with take such bold action. It is going to allow me to overcome and jump over every single obstacle that has slowed me down. So what does that mean for you? That means that you can actually finish the end of this year strong and go into next year even stronger because you have your goals set and you know what's next. One thing I want to caution you, and this is my caveat, that if you didn't achieve your goals this year, I want to encourage you not to set smaller goals. If you thought you could achieve the goal that you set and you didn't quite cross that finish line, I want to encourage you to set what's called a growth goal. Goals that are going to push you to go for more, to think more, to reframe more, to actually seek more of what you need to know, okay, or seek more answers so that you can get to where it is you need to be, to make more connections, to collaborate more, to be more open. Because one of the reasons that we don't achieve our goals is because we shrink back and we allow fear to slow us down. We allow fear to stop us from getting to where it is we truly want to be and where it is we truly need to be. So, reinforce your confidence. And here's the third reason: you want to practice looking at things from another perspective. Now, when it comes to looking at things from another perspective, that's extremely important because when you look at things from another perspective, instead of just looking at the negative or instead of drawing a conclusion that this isn't for you, you can look at the other perspective that says, wait a minute, there's something positive happening here. I just need to let my mind grow a little bit. My mindset, I need to expand it. I need to think about all of the possible ways I can actually achieve the goal. I can actually accomplish what I desire. I can actually do what it takes to build my magnificent life. And so now your positive thinking is going to truly transform your life because now you're looking at another perspective. And that other perspective means acknowledging all the positives in a situation. Now, that doesn't mean that you ignore the negatives. The negatives are pretty obvious because they were there in the beginning. But what it means is that because you're looking at things from another perspective, you are going to make a more powerful, more informed decision. And so when you do that, then you're going to be able to, let's say, navigate the through the complexities of life with a lot more clarity. You're also going to be able to, let's say, use your wisdom to draw better conclusions, to draw more productive conclusions, and really to stay focused and get to where it is you truly desire to be. So, these are three ways that positive thinking transforms your life. Because when you build up resilience, now you're strong. And you know, okay, are going to come. Challenges, I'm going to be faced with these challenges. Now you're not going out looking for them, but when they do come, you're strong. You're strong and you're more confident. Okay. And you know that you can overcome them. And of course, the second one was that you're going to reinforce your confidence because now you're stronger and you're going to start to attract better outcomes. People are going to, let's say, you're going to become like a people magnet for the right kind of people into your life. Why? Because you're using your positive thinking and you're allowing it to transform your life in the way that it should. You see, positive thinking is not just about, oh, everything will be fine. Oh, this is so great. It's not just about saying those things, but now it doesn't hurt. But it's also about reinforcing who you are in spite of what you're going through. I am strong. I am more than capable. I really can get this right. I trust myself to do something amazing. I trust myself to follow through and accomplish this goal. And so positive thinking allows you to reinforce the best parts of who you are. This does not mean that you're sticking your head in the sand. What it means is that you're allowing your mindset to grow so that you can come up with better solutions that will lead you to where you would like to go. So listen, that is all I have for you guys today, except to say that when you use positive thinking and you allow it to transform your life, what comes with that transformation is manifestation. You start to manifest a lot of the things that you desire, things that you've been wanting to manifest for years, and it just wasn't happening. So once you start to transform your life with positive thinking, now you're going to become more confident, you're going to be more focused, and you're going to do what it takes to manifest your magnificent life. So, with that being said, you guys, as I start to wrap up, uh, I have a webinar that's coming up, and actually, this is the second webinar. We've already done one, and so we have another webinar that's scheduled. It's the same, exact same webinar, and it's called Wealth and Success, Your Divine Right. And so it is your divine right for you not to starve, for you not to have the best in life, and for you not to settle. Also, in the show notes, and all of this will be in the show notes, you guys. You can check the show notes out on designingyourlifetoday.com/podcast. Um, and you can decide what you want to click on and find out more information. I also have a course that comes with live coaching, and you can actually go there and check it out. And right now, because this is around Black Friday time, I'm giving you my best price for the year. And so that course is called Magnificent Manifestation Mastery, or Manifest Mastery. So you're going to learn how to manifest. You're going to learn how to manifest with clarity. You're going to learn how to manifest with focus. And you're going to learn how to manifest the things that you actually do desire. So you guys, I want you to have an amazing day. I want you to keep your positive thinking out front. And it doesn't mean you're sticking your head in the sand, but what it does mean is you are looking toward the best outcome. And you know what? You're not going to be disappointed. You may have to go through some things to get there because you are focused on allowing positive thinking to transform your life. You will end up having a great life. And this is what we call doing life with power. And you know what? You can do life with power because you are built by design to win. You guys have a magnificent day.